Where's the money?
I don't think so.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hola, papi.
Speak. The call got grabbed this morning. It's an opportunity.
Now listen to me. I'm not here to hurt you. Don't do anything stupid.
Don't kick me.
Who are you to tell me what to do?
Okay. Stop running! I need to see something. I was friends with your mother, and I'm telling you the truth.
Prove it! Her mother has been dead for 5 years.
I know. I think Vicente killed her. He took everything from me. Tell him the safety's on. Alicia! Run! We both want to get Lisa back. I'll fight to the death for her.
Who is that psycho?
I hired him for a job, but he crossed the line.
That's personal to him.
Alanna, how are you doing?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, so I interviewed Scott the other day, big fan of his. I'm interviewing Marko actually after you. I was supposed to do him first, so I have to retrain my brain right
Okay,
now.
don't worry.
So I really wanted to talk to you though, because we're talking, of course, about Diablo. And let me just say beforehand, you also started Dominique, which is another favorite action movie of mine. But ma'am, is that a tough watch? Oh my gosh, especially the ending. Holy cow. I was like, I was not prepared for any of that. So I just wanted to let you know that I cried during an action movie. So it's like,
Wow.
yeah, you did a great job in that. But we're here to talk about Diablo. Elisa, oh my God, such a great character. You are the heart and soul of this movie. Okay, so we all know Scott Adkins is in it. We all know Marko Zaror is in it. We all know that they're going to fight, and all the action fans are going to get what they come for. But you tie it all together. And I talked to Scott the other day, and he said the movie doesn't work if they didn't get the right actress. So they did get the right actress. So talk about coming onto the movie. Did you know Scott and Marko beforehand?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't know about Scott and Marcus, and I got the casting on December 2 years ago. No, 1 year ago, and it was no 2 years ago. My bad, 2 years ago, and I was in Miami with my family, and I got the casting. They sent me 2 scenes about the first part of the movie. You know, the good part, the part where she's good, she's fine, living her best life,
Yeah.
and then I sent the casting, and the producer goes like, Alana, Ernesto, that is the director, he wants to talk to you. And I was like, okay, that's a good sign because I really like the character. I wanna get the character.
Mhm.
And then I talked to Ernesto, and he goes, Alana, I'm not gonna tell you how I see Alyssa. I'm just gonna let you do whatever you wanna do. I'm just give me some ideas. Give me a new character if you want to. And I was like, this is my moment, okay? I'm
Right.
gonna do it. I love this. So they sent me 2 other scenes. That is the hard part, the vulnerable, the sentimental part of the Alyssa. And I sent the casting 2 days later. The producer and Ernesto called me, and they go like, "Welcome to Diablo. you're Alyssa. And they told me that Scott saw the casting and he was obsessed with my work. And he said that I'm gonna be the next Ana de Armas, and he wants me to be in his movie. And I was like, wow. Well, they're strong words for me. Like, no,
Right.
there's no way that Scott saw my casting, and then 2 weeks later, I was with him.
Awesome.
I was
So
with him
so
in
again, I don't
the.
want to spoil anything, but because I hate when I have to talk about a movie before it comes out, because you can't really talk about it because nobody's seen it except for us who are doing these interviews. And I love it. I'm a big fan of both of theirs. I'm a fan of yours since I saw Dominique. Now you and Scott have a really strong relationship in this one, okay? And I'm not giving anything away. I mean, because we all know he kidnaps you from your father. There's a lot of father daughters, and I'm a father, and my daughter just graduated high school, and my other one turned 10. So I'm feeling like
A
they're
lot.
growing yeah, they're growing up too fast. So did you and Scott, like, how did you guys get the chemistry together? Did you guys like hang out off set, or did you behind the cameras? Like, because you guys, I love the scene where he's trying to pronounce your name and you're getting mad at him because he's saying it wrong. That's like the best thing ever. So talk about working with Scott and how you guys worked out the chemistry, because it was terrific.
Let me tell you, and let me be honest,
Yeah.
it was a weird feeling because the first time that I met him, it was in a Zoom meeting. That was the first Zoom meeting with the whole cast, and then it was in person. And in meeting, it was like, "Hey, nice to meet you." Like, okay, we're gonna act together. Like, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
Normal, it's okay. But when I met him in person, it was like it felt like I've met him from a long time ago. Like you were my friend, you know, and I just want to hug him and be all the time with him and then talk to him. And I was like, this is weird. And it wasn't because of the character. It was me, Alanna. As Alanna, I wanted to be with him and talk to him all the time. And the way that we make this really strong but weird connection, it was a whole thing. And that I remember the time that I like Scott met my dad, I was like, this is weird. Like, you know, but and he was super nice. He's such a teddy bear, but at the same time he's like strong character, you know, like straight mind, and he's super professional in set. I love that. And I was like a little sponge in set trying to learn and absorb every single thing that I could. And you can tell when he was fighting, doing the stunts, doing the martial arts thing with Scott, with Marcos, he was so professional and passionate about it. He was perfectionist. He was like, I didn't like it. Let's do it again. Let's make it better. But when he was with me, he was so sweet, and we couldn't take it seriously. We were laughing and joking around all the time, and you can ask him. He was, oh my god, it was hilarious. And the Lisa part, it was real. It was a funny fact because it was real.
Yeah.
I met him, and we were in this um meeting with Ernesto, him and me, trying to, you know, learn and rehearse some scenes, personal and long scenes that we had. And we were making some changes in the script to make it more better and trying to correct some stuff. And he goes like, Alana, how do you pronounce your character name? And I'm like, Scott, are you serious? Are you joking? Like, I was offense. I was like, what is wrong with you? How you don't know how to pronounce my name?
Right.
And he was like, it's Eliza, Alyssa. And I was like, don't talk to me right now. Like, and then we went like, wait, hold on, but actually we should put that in the scene. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, let's make it real. So it was fun. And we were all the time improvising in set. So that's why I'm telling you, it was a big connection that everything went so like fluid and free when we were in set. So I love him. I love him.
So like I also love this scene like where you're sitting at the table and the guys come up and he's like, tell him his gun's on safety, and he just breaks at it. Were you just like when you first got to see him do his stuff, you're just like, wow, this guy can really move. Like how, like, because I remember the first time I saw him. So just talk about your first time watching him do his stuff.
Funny fact that that scene was one of my auditions. So I
Oh, okay.
like I memorized really good that scene, like the script. I was clear, and I changed a lot of things because I was like, okay, I feel comfortable now, you know, with my character. I'm gonna change some stuff. I'm gonna put it like better, you know,
Right.
and how we have like already super clear character of Alyssa, we can put it now. And the way that like I don't know, but we were like such a good team together that when we were in set, like me and Scott, we were like we were trying to be better actors each other. You know, like you make me a really good actress and I make him a really good actor. The way that we're so connected that we pull off each other. And the fights, that fight, especially that fight was crazy and it was
Right.
long. And it's one of the best fights that we have in the movie.
Right.
And it was a really hard work. We had a lot of people in set. It was a little bit overwhelming. I'm not gonna hold you because you can see in the scene there's like just the two of us and then there's a lot of like guys, but
Yes.
you can tell it's like, oh, there's not much people, but in real life behind the camera there's a lot of people on you like looking at you, so you feel like a lot of like observe and you're like, damn, they're looking at me, like it's a little overwhelmed. And the
Right.
fact that you're gonna learn the choreograph because it's a little choreo that you learn from the fight. So everything has to be timing. If you miss something, the scene is gonna go wrong. Like you're gonna mess up and it's gonna be super obvious because everyone knows what you're gonna do. So you need to be careful with those type of scenes that were long, that were hard. So we were like, everyone has to be super connected so we can like make it real.
So I got a couple more minutes, so I just want to wrap it up. So last thing I'm going to ask you is, so you get put through the ringer in this movie. So stunt wise too, you like they're fighting, but there's a lot going on with you physically. And of course, Marko, like he's the creepiest hitman ever. It's like he really brings it. So talk about doing the stunts and especially at the end. And plus, you got the screaming down, man. Like when you're screaming, I'm like, that's horror movie screaming right there. She could be like in a horror movie and like really let it go. So talk about doing the physical stuff.
This is my second action movie, so I already
Right.
have like
Yes.
opportunity. Yes, Dominic, and also in Colombia, I've done like series and it requires action. So I've been learning a long time ago, action stuff, and I've been working with stunts and martial arts and how to defend myself. So 50% of the movie, they're chasing me, I'm running. So it was now part of me. So I was running all the time in set. And with Marcos, it was a whole thing because I love him. He's such a teddy bear too. But at the same time, when I see him in character with the costume and everything, I was like, damn, you can feel how tense the environment was when he was there.
Right.
So it helped me a lot to increase my fitness and also my situation, my mental situation with him. And fun fact, another fun fact, I already done horror movies. So my yelling, it was already done. It was ready. And when we were shooting that sequence, it was 2 days straight. The last scene, one of the last scenes that is like super hard to do, it was 2 days and we were shooting two teams, like one downstairs and the other one was up when I was like, with the wristing and whatever. And I was yelling so hard that they called the police because they thought they were killing somebody. They were killing a girl. And I was like, no, we're shooting a movie, blah, blah, blah. And then Scott didn't know that we were shooting. And Scott went like, everyone's okay? Like, what's going on? Who's yelling like that? Alana, it's okay. I want to see her. Like, why she's yelling like that? And
Good
then I
acting.
asked him, and he goes like, Alana, what's wrong with you? Why you were yelling like that? And I'm like, I'm such a great actress that you thought I was dying.
Well, Alana, I can't thank you enough for taking the time to talk to me. Diablo comes out this Friday, and like I said, Scott Adkins and Marko Zaror, but you really, you're like I said, you're the soul of the movie. You're what pulls it in and everything. And again, I hopefully you do more action because I do an action film website. So hopefully you do more of this in the future because I would love to chat with you. You are delightful, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future. And thank you so much for giving me the time and congratulations and continued success.
Thank you so much for the support. I'm super glad that you love the movie, and I hope I can see you soon.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Have a good day.